Cannoli came to the APL in March after enduring heartbreaking neglect. This 2-year-old pup was discovered by our humane investigations team abandoned in a backyard. She had no food, no water, and no shelter. They knew she was suffering the moment they saw her. Cannoli was dangerously thin, weighing only 27 pounds. She had painful, infected wounds on her hips and wrists, and she could barely use her back leg. If that wasn't enough, little Cannoli was also battling heartworm disease. Heartworm is a serious and potentially fatal condition that causes heart failure and damage to other organs if left untreated.
Fortunately, the Second Chance program allows us to get right to work, and we were able to get her on antibiotics and pain medication. That was step one, along with very nourishing food, feeding her multiple times a day, small little meals to gradually get weight on her, and she flourished. And while she was doing that, we were getting her ready to treat heartworm disease, and while we were prepping her body to be ready for that, we started working with her leg. And we weren't optimistic. We thought we were getting to the point where we were going to have to amputate her leg. And we were able to send her to a very seasoned volunteer that was able to take over that care and work with that leg and allow her to maintain use of it and get use of it. I'm Katie Zier, and I had the pleasure of fostering Cannoli. I came and picked her up, and she was not walking very well, not using her back leg, very emaciated, had pressure sores on all of her joints, I think, almost every joint. You could just see almost onto her bones. So really it was kind of, getting her comfortable, letting her feel safe, getting some weight on her. She was heartworm positive, so she had to kind of be calm and not very active, which she was not at first anyway. She laid in her bed most of the time. I would go in and check on her numerous times a day, and she'd lay in her bed and just wag her little tail. Then she started picking her head up when I went in. Maybe a week after I had her, she started greeting me at the door. So when she started moving around more, I provided her with slip-proof surfaces. Just prevent falling. She wasn't standing very well. She wasn't turning around very well, so I didn't want her hurting anything and keeping soft surfaces for her pressure sores.
Just 2 weeks under Katie's loving care, Cannoli's transformation was amazing. She had gained 10 pounds. Her wounds and spirit began to heal, and she started to tentatively use her injured leg again with continued heartworm treatment, physical therapy, and veterinary checkups over the next 2 months. Cannoli got stronger every day. And then, the best part, not only did Cannoli get adopted, but she hit the jackpot yet again with her new family, and just in time to enjoy the summer with them. She has a new name, Coretta Denise, and a wonderful wardrobe she loves to show off to celebrate her new stylish life.
Hello, I am Quiet Burnett, and I am the new mommy of Cannoli, who is now Coretta Denise. She is my adopted baby from APL. Her story kind of related with my own story, with our past trauma as kids and as she was a baby. It really hurted me the most was because, she was abused, and I just felt like a different attachment to her, so I knew that I had to approach her in a totally different way like I do now. She's spoiled, but I give her unconditional love. And, her story really touched me because, just like us humans, no one deserves that. No one deserves that treatment. And she just, she really touched me by that. The fun things that we do is we let our daughter and Coretta, as our other daughter, play a lot. So they'll go outside, they'll run and chase each other. But now she's what we say lazy, because after she's done running, she'll lay down. And she's like, I just want to chill and enjoy she loves the outdoors. She'll lay outside. I mean, she's really calm. And that's what I love about her, because she's not too frisky. But her zoomies, because she's a big baby, she zooms through the yard and through my house. So I let her do that, and she loves her treats. That's her number one go-to. You cannot go wrong with Coretta Denise and some treats.
Today, Cannoli is living her best life, thanks to the caring support of our amazing APL team, the dedication of her wonderful foster mom, the love of her new family, and the support of caring people like you, who give animals like Cannoli the wonderful new life they deserve.
I would love to thank the Second Chance program, because if it wasn't for the Second Chance program for any animal, they wouldn't have their forever homes and their forever families. So I'm very grateful. My family is very grateful for the Second Chance, and I want you guys to keep doing what you're doing for these animals, because they really do deserve that second chance to be loved and just to have their forever homes. So we thank you for that, and we thank you for Coretta.
Without the Second Chance program, Cannoli and any of the animal stories that you'll hear today, any of the thousands of animals that come to us each year, they wouldn't have an opportunity to get the care that they need, get a new home, get the second chance that they so deserve. Cannoli came in through our Humane Investigations team because she had been injured and wasn't receiving the medical care that she needed. She was starving. She was one of the thinnest dogs that we've seen in our care, and without the Second Chance program, without the donations from our community, Cannoli would very likely not have made it.
By donating to the Cleveland APL and our Second Chance program, Cannoli has come a very long way from the abandoned, starving, suffering dog who is in need of immediate medical care to the joyful companion who loves every day of her new life. But you don't have to take our word for it. You could see Cannoli's transformation yourself.